Hi everyone. So a lot of you keep on asking us that how we record videos and how difficult it is to handle everything. So today I'm extremely privileged that I have a chance to see Dr. Thameem sir's studio. So I thought that why don't share it with you. So now let us see Dr. Thameem's studio from the man himself, that how he has chosen each and every point, and then why do you keep on saying that when sir is taking the class everything seems to be perfect. So now let us see Dr. Thameem's studio. Okay guys, so now I'm entering the studio. So as you could see, the beautiful walls of the studio, and we have Dr. Thameem with us. Okay, first let me show you the components, and then I'll ask from Dr. Thameem that what is the purpose of each and every component over here. So there is some screen over here, I don't know what is that screen. And then there is a TV. Then there are a lot of lights, some called as aperture light and so on, I don't know. And then there are mics attached to the roof, and as well as more mics over here. Multiple laptops, and then obviously a technician who will sit outside this room because this is soundproofing. So sir, first of all, such a beautiful studio. First of all, tell me about these walls. What is the purpose of creating such designs on the wall? Like, I assume that this is for soundproofing. So what is the concept behind this soundproofing, and from where you have got this idea? I assume that you did it yourself?
I did it myself with a little bit help from my office staff.
Okay.
And whatever is there, I did a research about it thoroughly as to what's the level. Sound travels at a speed of 330 meters per second, and it echoes and it reflects in certain ways. So we need to have optimum level of reflection. Otherwise, it will echo and it will create disturbance in the speech that you have. So I think I fairly got to my satisfaction.
Okay. And sir, what are these big lights over there? There are two lights over here. Then there are so many lights over here, and then there is so many lights. So how one can reach to the optimum lighting level?
Actually, there's a concept behind how we light up. One is known as a shadow light.
These are shadow lights.
One is a focus light.
Okay, so this is a shadow
light, a focus light,
and this is a
highlighter. This is a highlighter. Rest of them are only for the chroma key. That is just to highlight the green screen.
Okay. All right. And what is that light, sir? The one that is...
that is just for facelift, if you want.
For the facelift, okay. And see, a lot of people, they only know one thing, and that is this green color background. So what is there anything specific about this green screen?
Actually, it's for chroma key. Green and blue are preferred. And green screen should not have any wrinkles. It should be totally bright. Should not have any dark patches. Then the chroma happens very nicely. Otherwise, when you move, you'll see the green color shadow in the side. That can be removed if you highlight the green screen properly.
Okay. So I mean, the nice picture that we see when you take a class is because of major reflection of this light, and obviously a big contribution is of that green screen. Another important component of a studio is voice. Now, one thing that you have told us is the soundproofing, that the room that you are using should have a proper soundproofing, and I think the second is the key is the mic. So what mics are you using?
Actually, because I've been teaching from 20 years, my voice, I can't go very loud. So I'm very particular about the sound that I use. Earlier I used to use a lapel mic, then I went to a Rode mic, that is Rode NTG4. Okay. Then I realized that it's not capturing the sound properly. So I shifted finally to Sennheiser MK416, this MKH416. And I think this is the best mic that I've come across till now. It's very crisp. It is very good in reducing background noise. It only picks up the voice in the front. So any surrounding noise or disturbance it will hide. And most importantly, I keep my AC on. That AC that is there is specifically designed to have a low decibel output. So I tested it. It's got around 22 to 24 decibels. Normal AC, if you see, it's around 70 decibels. This emits a sound of around 22 to 24 decibels. So it's basically able to reject all the background noise and focus only on the voice in the front. So that's the benefit of the Sennheiser mic.
Okay. Which writing device you are using nowadays?
I use the HP ZBook 4. This is my favorite writing device. To show images, I use the ThinkPad.
So both are connected?
Yeah, all are connected by our technology called NDI. This NDI is basically through Cat6 cable. This is all Ethernet cables basically. and it's ultimately all routed to a system called TriCaster.
Okay.
So the TriCaster monitor you can see here.
That's a TriCaster monitor. I was wondering what is this?
This is the TriCaster monitor. It captures the various inputs. We can give totally 16 inputs. So 2 inputs I'm using, that is a laptop. The third input is the camera. So
this is the camera. Okay.
Yeah, that camera. So everything can be captured. We can actually input 16 devices into this, and then we can mix it. And I'm not using it with the full capability. For my simple needs for the classes, I'm just using around 3 or 4 inputs. But it integrates very nicely, and it also integrates the sound, or we can even record the sound separately. I use a Zoom H6. That's a Zoom H6.
This one?
Yeah, that's a Zoom H6. So that is a very.
It's a recording device.
It's a recording device, and it is connected to the Sennheiser MK416. It takes the input there. From there, I sent it through the Cat6 cable. Everything is NDI. I told you. NDI is basically through internet cables. That is the Ethernet cables. And all that is picked up through the Ethernet cables, TriCaster system.
Okay. So the sound system is done, the writing device is done. Which camera you are using, sir? I can see, let me go to that area. There is a camera which is there, and as well as this screen, and there is another big TV that is over here, which is right now switched off.
That is a Sony 4K TV actually. What camera I'm using is the Panasonic GH5. It's got 4K capability, and I'm able to convert the HDMI output to NDI, that is through internet, through this NewTek. This NewTek has got certain devices that are able to convert HDMI to Ethernet. Basically, it goes through NDI, and that is through Ethernet. So this screen actually is just to make sure that I'm writing in the proper area allowed for me. So
basically, that is the same thing that is seen by the students.
Yeah, that is shown by the students.
So this is the exact screen that you know that what students are looking at.
I know that I'm writing in the space allowed, and I'm not going beyond my space. So I'll come to know what the students are able to see. This is a 4K monitor. Even the TV is 4K, but the problem is that the 4K TV doesn't have HDMI 2.1 still. The Sony one, at least the old one that I had. So we can't. That is only for 1080p I can use now. But for 4K I use the Dell monitor.
Okay, so now let's go outside this recording area and let us see. So what are these things which are outside? What is this?
Actually, I started recording in 4K. So because of 4K recording, I consumed a lot of space, and I have recorded a lot. But because I'm not satisfied about their perfection, about their authenticity, even small doubt I have, I don't display to students. So I have got a lot of video content. And see, you can see even this is got full. This is a 16 bay model called 1635AX. It's got an SFP plus port behind, which has got a 10 gig connectivity. I've got a 10 gig router.
So this is too much knowledge for the student.
Netgear 10 gig router with SFP plus ports. The SFP plus port is connected via what is called the fiber. This is this blue cable that you can see. That is fiber that is able to get a 10 gig connectivity. This is the main TriCaster system that is there. I have another NAS that is Thunderbolt connectivity, and that is an 8 bay NAS.
But then you got this 16 bay. I
got 16 bay, but as I said, I'm recording a lot of stuff. Although I'm not able to put most of it out, but eventually I hope I'll be satisfied with my work and I'll be able to publish and put most of these out. Many of them I'm doing for super specialty recordings. So they may not be useful for post-MBA students. So I'm waiting to make it suitable for post-MBA. It should not be unnecessary stuff.
So now once the video is being recorded, it has to be edited also. And sir has a separate section for the editing. So sir, what are these areas for the editing?
My things are all very messy. What I use is mainly a Mac Pro. This is a 2019 Mac Pro. I bought the base model, but I added a Vega 64 graphics card, and I've added around 64 GB of RAM. So base model had 32 GB. I made it 96 GB now. So I've increased the RAM. I've used the Vega 64 card for editing. So overall the processing speed is really good. The other one I have got is a Windows system. Yeah, that Windows system has got a 16 core 32 thread processor. That is the AMD processor, and 64 GB RAM. It's got a 2080 Ti graphics card. that we use sparingly. Mainly what we use is the Mac Pro. I don't do much of the editing. For that I have a person who comes and helps me out in the editing. So they are separate editing people.
Okay guys, so now I hope all of you can see that Dr. Thameem doesn't just know medicine, he has much more knowledge of the technology. And so in the corona time, it is not that we are here and we are just recording a video by just switching on our laptop and are doing it. There are people who are so passionate about their work that they go to the details of each and every aspect. So those who keep on saying that why Dr. Thameem's video is slightly delayed, now you can see it yourself that he is so particular about everything, that whatever he is giving to the students is the best, not just for the content. People know from the last 20 years then that content is the best, but not just the content, even the studio, even in the conditions in which it is recorded, should be at par in comparison to any other technological expert. And just to tell you, he has not said this particular part. All this research has been done by him only. I mean, he has not taken an advice from anybody else. He reads about all these things, and then what are the problems, how it has to be addressed, and according to them he has come up with this. So now a lot of students were asking me to show about the studios. So today I was in Bangalore, so I thought let us show you the way that sometimes we have to work behind the screen also. Okay, so all right, take care and all the best.